I don't think they should be allowed to get married, no. Not until I get my mouse pad back. Star Wars Episode VIII, The Return of the Empire Menace Awakens is the latest entry into the Mickey Mouse cinematic universe. While Hollywood directors play musical chairs with next year's solo Han Solo film Solo, Ryan, I'm Definitely Not Bill Gates Johnson takes you on a rollercoaster ride of joy, suspense, and excitement, all while creating a film that's about as useless as a corset on Kevin James. They say that you should always put your best foot forward, which is exactly what The Last Jedi did, kicking off with a stunning and intense battle sequence between Poe Dameron and the First Order. When you put your best foot forward, you usually assume that the other foot ain't too far behind in terms of its ability. Sadly, for this film, the other foot is like Nemo's lucky fin, as the action pretty much takes a dive for the rest of the runtime. That being said, a highlight of the movie was later on when thin Lady Grimace carried out her final jihad against the First Order. The deeply impactful moment of complete silence allowed me to hear the loud, bellowing snores of the kid behind me who'd been lulled to fucking sleep by the second act. I feel like Mr. Gates got up to writing 51 minutes of this shit and saw a dog get run over by a garbage truck, then decided to watch Schindler's List over a box of original flavoured Cruscets and a glass of lukewarm water, and then returned to writing his sci-fi action family-friendly blockbuster. His dialogue, on the other hand, was outsourced to the writers of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic to really give it the dramatic edge and comedic punch it deserved. Although the death of Snoke, the spookiest baddie the new trilogy had to offer, was rather lackluster, at least he went out with some cinematic style, unlike the Zack King Vine Magic death of Luke Skywalker. At least they took half a moment for these deaths. Joe Blabberon gets an entire fleet killed and puts the rest of the Resistance in jeopardy, but no one gives a shit. 'Cause he's got stubble, goddammit! Aside from all the bad overdubs, out-of-focus shots, and general storytelling incompetence, I did rather like the sleek black and red Nazi aesthetic going on throughout the film. And apparently, like in Nazi Germany, mass deaths are okay! This movie forced me to care about so many people and left me hating everyone in sight. It took me as prisoner and showed me things I never wanted to see, and forced my parents to buy a BB-8 keychain in order to set me free. Screw this piece of shit mishmash nightmare of a film. Screw Disney for commercializing on a saga with heart. Screw the endless mounds of cheap merchandise, and screw me for genuinely enjoying myself through the majority of this film. See you next year, corporate shills.